Hey, gardeners. I'm Cuba Cordoves with Eve's Garden Podcast.
And I'm Jnique.
Lady D.
There it is. So, Jay, let the people know what the fuck going on in these Corona streets.
Well, from my sources, so how about Brian Kemp,
Brian motherfucking Kemp?
Georgia's wonderful governor?
Governor!
How about this? How about he's opening up Georgia? Guess when?
When?
Oh, April 30th.
Friday.
So, he opening up small businesses so you can go get your hair cut and get your hair done. You could slide up and get to some places that you've been trying to get to, because he said he opening it up. Now, if you are older or have preconditions, then you just, you stay in the house till May 13th. Just the same. This the same governor. Hold on, this the same governor who didn't even know what asymptomatic meant. Are we really gonna trust that? There's been 18,947 confirmed cases in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
There's been 733 confirmed deaths in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And you want to?
Or should I say in Georgia?
Right.
So I'm gonna just give y'all some advice. We gonna be the second batch, because I be goddamn if I be the first.
Maybe the third.
Honey, I'm gonna be up in the house.
Yeah.
Gardeners, you're gonna see some more Zoom shows, because honey, we'll be safe.
We have to be
not
safe.
Sorry.
Two of us have pre-conditioned issues or whatever they want to underlying issues. Myself, sickle thalassemia, Lady D, sickle cell anemia. You have a mom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my mom has had 2 back surgeries, and I be getting bronchitis.
Right. So
I'm good. I'm good on COVID-19.
I know y'all missed the set and all of that, but we just got to be safe. But back to Kemp.
So that's the thing. He's opening up on April 30th. And I just really feel that America is so concerned with money that they're not thinking this thing through. And I mean, even this weekend, Florida had opened up their beaches, and they were just running to the beaches. And it's just like, it can't be safe.
I understand we have cabin fever, we want to get out. Shit, I miss getting my hair braided. I don't want to deal with this hair. I miss going to the beauty supply. I miss getting my nails done. Okay.
Girl, look at these bald-headed ass nails.
Okay.
Bald-headed ass nails.
Nubs in this bitch, okay? I miss all of that shit. I miss all of that. But I just can't. I just don't trust it. It's all about money. And it's sad because the numbers have not flattened yet in Georgia where we live. They haven't even flattened. They haven't even seen a downward, nothing. So that is it's all about money. And
but you
it's
know,
really sad.
So it may be all about money. We still have to realize it's small businesses out there that has lost thousands of dollars, So he's doing it for a good reason to help put money back in people's pocket. So, even though we look at it as being something bad, it can actually be good at the same time. But keep your ass at home.
I mean,
I mean, the thing is, it's like,
I get what you're saying, but I disagree because your life
is more important
than your livelihood. I'm sorry, because I mean, yes, the small businesses has taken a hit. Even big businesses take a hit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even the NBA, they cut in 25% of the athletes' pay. The Ella DeGeneres show is cutting 60% of people's pay. It's we all hurting out. We all hurting out here, especially the people that didn't save money, or wasn't really good financially.
It's hard. It is hard. But I'm a small business, if you want to be honest.
Right.
And you know what happens? Like when this all happened, you had to learn how to digitalize your business.
Yes.
Like for example, if you sell soap and you got a storefront, honey, you're gonna have to start pushing out ads online.
Be creative.
It's a way to,
like. I think
mail the stuff to the people. Mail they want to order, the soaps, the shea butters. Mail it out.
Mail that out. And I think, the only thing like estheticians and things, I think that if they're going to do it, they should only allow one person to get waxed at a time.
Right.
One person a service, especially if it's a small thing. And then you should make a mask up. Like, I believe that.
I agree.
It's like,
this is our new normal for a while. And I believe that don't be surprised if we go out to eat when we do feel comfortable and our waitress comes up to us with gloves and a mask on.
right.
That's going to be part of our new normal.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what you got to say, Dee?
We went out the other day to go get something to eat, and we picked on the highway. And the beauty supply store was letting 2 people in at a time.
Yes.
Hello, because we need to be safe.
I see.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
When I was damn near down the sidewalk where the beauty supply was at, I was
I seen it on Facebook, somebody's Facebook, that it was a line. Then I saw it was a line wrapped around the corner for Juicy Crab, and I'm like, y'all open? And people just out.
First off, Juicy Crab is delicious, and I'll stand in any fucking line for Juicy Crab.
I would too, but not during this time. No.
I'm gonna send Mark.
But this what scares me about the corona, it's virus or whatever. Is this something we're gonna have to deal with every flu season? Is this
I think so. I think that we will. I think that just like the flu, they're gonna get this vaccine that they're gonna push on people, and it'll come every season.
I ain't getting it.
I ain't taking that shit.
No, I don't trust this. Too new.
Wait, but hold on. I got another hot topic before we get carried away.
Okay.
Honey, Khloe Kardashian. I like to say I like to say that the men who get with the Kardashians get the curse of the Kardashians.
No,
the curse of the Kardashian cooch.
Okay.
Yeah. So Khloe asked to borrow sperm from Tristan Thompson on the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians because her baby True needs a playmate. Honey, how many of us, raise your hand if you feel like she just don't want to have 2 baby daddies?
I'm going to raise both. And my feet. If you can.
Why she trying to act like she ain't never
baby daddy?
Why she trying to act like she ain't never got no peen from her baby daddy after the breakup?
Honey, they supposed to be quarantined together. Wait, who they getting it in?
Who they fooling?
So why you borrowing, right? Well, that was recorded, right? You said it was.
Who you fooling though? Khloe says she needs to borrow some sperm. I feel
he'll give it to her for free. She got the borrow
for free. He's giving it out to everybody else for free. He might as well give you a double dose.
Exactly. He's that type of. What you say?
I said I would charge her. She got a little bit of money.
You'll charge her.
Well, he got a little bit of money too, so she got
a little bit, but I think she might have more than him. Especially now that 25% getting.
You don't want something I got. I'm about to lose part of my paycheck.
Right. You gonna charge her? You gonna charge her?
Silly. So they've been co-parenting. So that co-parenting led to that. Let me just borrow some of that. Right. They probably in quarantine. She on one side, he on the other side. She like, so what's good?
Let me get that.
So you gonna bust it in this cup, or you gonna bust it in me?
Or in me?
I'm gonna just take for the in me. I don't need
in
that.
Me. Yeah.
I don't need the mess.
Right. I don't need the mess.
I don't need the mess.
What you gonna put in the turkey baster? Oh,
I'm just saying. Just put it in me.
The old school way.
Hello.
So, speaking on Kemp, the governor opening up Georgia, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Whack Ass Weed Award right now. I'm gonna give it now because I'll forget like I have in the past. So this goes to Dr. Phil, y'all. Dr. Phil gets the Whack Ass Weed Award.
For why?
He's getting it because he had, I don't know if it was a Facebook Live or if it was an interview, I don't know what it was. But he said that the country has never shut down when cancer patients die from cigarette smoke, from smoking cigarettes. That the country never got shut down when people drown every year. He's giving out records and everything. And this, all of that is true. But he left out one thing. It ain't contagious. I can't catch your cancer. I can't stand next to you and then I drown too. I can't catch your shit. It's not contagious. You know?
Right.
I get where he was going, but he sounded really dumb. So he's getting that whack ass weed award, and everybody's coming to him. You're not a real doctor anyway. You shouldn't be giving, these stats and medical advice. And he does have his doctorate in forensic science or whatever, but that's not a medical doctor as far as like a family practice doctor,
Right.
psychologist. It's not. So he's getting my whack ass weed award.
Mm-hmm.
He getting.
He deserves it.
List, but I'm just gonna give it to him today. So I want to discuss the topic, and the topic for each of us is a sensitive topic. It basically we're gonna talk about our challenges as just not even women, just people. Like
People.
things that we either you overcame or you're still trying to overcome. Mine is going to be it is, and I have not overcame this yet. It's trust issues. I have major trust issues. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Even this is a new story for even Lady D, and Lady D and I've known each other 16 years. And so she doesn't even know this about me. My trust issues started when I was probably about 9. I had a substitute teacher sexually violate me. Yep. And I'm not gonna get into exactly what happened. I'll tell y'all later, but I'm not sharing all of it. But I had a teacher sexually violate me, and I was around 9. This was a substitute teacher that ended up becoming a full-time teacher. And
which happens frequently.
Yes, and I held it in for a minute. And when this teacher kept on finding reasons for me to stay in the classroom, help me grade paper. Don't go to music. Help me grade papers. We're always trying to find a way to keep me around him. I was like, oh no, I gotta tell. So this ended up being a court case. He ended up moving to Africa, and it just messed his life up. What came out in the court case, I wasn't the only one. It was 2 other girls that he sexually violated as well, and we all was about 8 or 9. The second time I was violated sexually was by my, not a best friend, but a close friend. And she lived directly behind us. So, we would ride our bikes together. We go to each other's house. And I never felt funny around her dad or anything. Never had no idea. And these were, her mom had a really good job. I'm not sure what the dad did, but they were upper class family, as we were as well. And I went over there very first time spending the night. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, she's still in her room, and I go to the bathroom, he corners me. And I'm confused, like, what is he doing? Corners me, he's at this time I didn't tell y'all my age. Probably was like 12. So me already having issues with men and, I already knew what it was. I was like, okay, he's about to try some shit. He's like, I'm only 5'2" right now. So I probably was 4 something back then. He probably was like 6'5", or he felt 6'5". He corners me, he takes his finger, he pulls his hands, pulls down my pants or whatever I had on, pulls my pants to the side and inserts his finger in me and is talking nasty to me. And I'm trying to fight him, right? And let me tell you, his daughter was not even 10 feet away. His baby daughter had to be 6 at the time. She comes out home, Daddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that was my way to break up out of there. So I left their house. It had to be like 12 at midnight and ran back home. and banging on my door. My family's like, what's wrong? What's going on? So I tell my family what happened. I didn't want my dad to know because I was like, been here already. It wasn't good the first time. This man might lose his life. You know what I mean? So I didn't want my dad to know. Of course, my mom told my dad. I ain't gonna tell you all what happened after, but it was some shit. So that started the trust issues with people that are authorities that you're supposed to respect and look up to. Then I got past those issues meeting my husband. Like I didn't really even know I had certain issues sexually, even sexually, like, him trying to be affectionate. I didn't want it. I didn't want it because it just didn't feel right. So he basically worked through it with me. At that time I met my husband, I was like 16, 17, and I had a lot of issues with men, even when we would make love. You know what I mean? And if he held my hands a certain arms around, I would freak out. I would freak out. So that's where my trust issues started. And then I got past it, thankfully through therapy and through my husband, of course. But then I started getting having issues within friendships. Like now this is fast forwarding years later, right? I had a friend for 32 years in the crib together. And I've told the story lightly, before. But basically, I'm talking about like this. You know what I'm saying? We moved together, had kids together, did everything together. And people were always like, "You think she's jealous of you?" And I'm like, "Hell no!" I never saw it. I did know that she did want the stability that I had. I did know she wanted. You know what I mean? Who doesn't? What woman does not want that? Find a good man, have a husband, start a family. Every woman wants that. So but I never saw it as jealousy. Never, never, never. So she finally gets with a guy, and she's been with several through our friendship that wasn't good for her, whatever. She got out of it. I was right there helping her, whatever she needed. She gets with this one particular guy, y'all. And she's been in abusive relationships before. And that dude never took her away from her family or her friends. So yeah, you was dealing with abuse and everything, but he didn't do that. So she was still kind of around. Then she got out of that. Then she fast forward to the new dude. When I tell you this nigga had her, she worked at the bank, had her rob her job of $60,000. Like just doing shit that you got kids. You got how many kids you had? 3 kids at that time. You are the provider in your household, and you let a man 6 months make you steal from your job to pay for his legal fees. You know what I'm saying? Like just dumb shit. You lost your job. Then you know what I'm saying? Because the type of friend I am, D knows this. I'm very involved. Sometimes I'm too involved. You know what I mean? And I've learned from that. And she basically he liked her other friends that were surface friends. The drink with, the smoke with, and all that. We weren't that kind of friends. We were not those type of friends. We were real friends, not surface shit friends. And when somebody sees that and knows that, okay, she has too much power in our relationship, as far as if she knows what's going on, she's gonna let you know and you're gonna listen to her. I gotta get rid of her. Any means necessary, I gotta get rid of her. Long story short, she allowed it. It happened. That shit, when I tell you, broke me. That shit broke. It was almost like a death, like it was like a death. Like she died. She fucking died. And I had to mourn that. I had to grieve her and everything. But then here comes the fucking trust issues with everybody now. Now I'm looking at everybody like, you'll hurt me, you'll hurt me, you'll hurt me. You know what I'm saying? If this one could do this to me over a nigga you only know 6 months, well, what you gonna do to me? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna, I'm looking at everybody's a suspect. Everybody's a fucking suspect. So being betrayed on that level, it did something to me. Even my mother's like, I don't know what happened to my child. You're so cold now. You're cold. Like you just not the same. And I hate to say that a person can do that to you. A person can hurt you to your core where you're not even you anymore. And it's and then I could go into more things and more people that have hurt me and betrayed me, family members, and it's like, oh, I was waiting for it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna come eventually. See, yep, you did exactly what I thought. Yep, you did it too. Everybody was a suspect, and I would find any reason because I have become too good at saying goodbye. Too good at it, and I don't like it. It's something that I have to try to overcome and work through. And like even with you, Jnique, and I've discussed this with you, I didn't give you a real chance. I didn't be out of fear of getting too close to her, getting too close. Okay, I like her, I dig her. She's my kind of chick. I could rock with. I could have fun with her. I could talk business with her. Everything. You understand? Like everything. Like I'm there with her, but I can't get too close because I'm scared. It's a wall that is up for out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna hurt me too. So let me just, keep you here. We know a little bit about each other, but let's just stay here. Let's just stay working together. Let's not get too deep. I can't control it. I already knew her. You know what I mean? But even my relationship with her changed because of my wall. Because of my wall. And it's like, oh, I might let you peek over it just a little bit, peek over that little bush, but then that's all you're gonna get. You know what I mean? And I gotta work on that and change. And I'm not trying to make this whole thing about me. So I'm gonna shut up now. But I gotta do better. And I'm conscious of it now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Before I was conscious of it, or people would be like, why you act like that? Why you like this? You're not the same no more. I'll be like, yeah, it's what it is. So what? I'm not. Yep, I'm not. But it's like now, and especially during this COVID-19, it puts a lot of shit in perspective. I mean, I can tell y'all so much stuff. I've bought motherfuckers cars, trips. You know what I'm saying? I've done so much for so many people I don't want to be that soft ever again. So some good came with my struggle because I'm hardened, but you're hard. I'm black and hard for a reason. I don't ever want to be soft and pink. I want to have a little mixture of both. You know what I mean? So, go ahead. So, what's your story, babe?
Child.
Challenge, struggle.
So I did overcome it, but
Okay.
when I was 17 years old, everybody around me was just having sex.
Yeah.
And I wasn't having sex.
Yeah, I wasn't either at that age.
I wasn't really interested, but I just felt like everybody else was having sex, so I should be having sex.
Oh, wow.
But I was very mature, and I just didn't want to date certain type of guys. And so while I was walking to a teaching, what it was like teaching as a profession class, and what they would let us do is we would dress up, we would come in, the bell would ring, and then we would take our things and we would walk over to the elementary school because we would be teacher interns for the elementary school.
Well, you was a teacher before you was a teacher.
11th and 12th grade, honey. But had this guy, I'm walking to the school or whatever, and I'm really not even paying attention because at this point I'm thinking that I'm fat. I was not even fat, y'all. Yeah. If I could just have
was what 150 back at that.
If I could just have high school fat again.
And you think that's fat? I
just want high school fat all over again.
Yeah. I guess 17, you want to be 115, you know what I mean?
Well, everybody else is skinny. Right. You know, I'm always the nerd, honey. It don't matter what group of friends I'm in. I'm like, well, did you know? You know, whatever. It is what it is. But the guy pulled up. He had his own car. He was like, "Hey, let me get your number." I was like, "No." Because you're on the side of the road. This is just, you got to think about it. You're like, no. And then it's just like, so you're walking, and he's like, "No, for real." So at this point, traffic is being backed up. You like, "Hell come on up here, let me get my number real quick." But you gotta hurry up because I gotta go to class, because I don't skip school for nobody. Yo, when I tell you, worst decision. Worst.
Really?
Okay, it's like bad decision. Okay. Number one, I was 17. He was 24.
Okay.
So my mama still don't know. She walk around here. But I was 17. He was 24. He was a drug dealer. He had tattoos everywhere. He had golds in his mouth. Y'all, let me tell you something. First off, can we talk about how fine and ghetto he was? I was like, honey, he was made for me. He all extra bad, and I'm all extra together. We gonna come together and be
Was his name Hustle?
Who?
Hustle?
No, his name wasn't Hustle. Hustle. I actually dated somebody Hustle later on in life. That's another story. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, but honey, let me tell you something. His name was Prime Time.
Oh.
He was 24. He was a drug dealer. He had his own car, and he took my virginity. Let me tell you something. That's why I know what good peen is, okay? Let me tell you, the good part of it was that I was getting smashed by a professional as them. Damn,
right, yeah.
So I knew, but the thing is that what happens is you have great sex, but at the same time, then you start getting inundated into like bullshit, because now you're young and you can't do anything, and you don't know anything because you really are in high school. You can't travel where you want to go without, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what was happening was, he would be doing this to me and doing that to me, and then manipulating me, and no, I was never the person who would like, he never wanted me to do any type of drug deals, but it was always shit that I just wasn't okay with. I remember one time, like, God, he has done so much stuff to me, I swear to God. Like, I remember one time.
So much stuff to you. Are you mean like cheating and
Girl, he put a gun to my side one time. Yeah, because I wasn't acting right. I threw milk on him. I threw milk in his face that day. I wish I was drinking alcohol, but niggas wasn't old enough yet. Yeah, girl, like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm gonna fight you on him, girl. I think he messed with my best friend in high school. She said they didn't, but
you know it, you feel it.
Whatever. One time he had brought this girl over to my house, and she had a baby. Girl, why did I find out he told the girl that I was his cousin? And then was telling me, I just needed to see you. Because I love you.
Right.
What kind of
you? You was young, naive.
Let me tell you something. One thing I learned, I'll say this. The good part about this was that I learned the game at 17.
Right. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I learned.
You turn that around and do guys the way.
Girl, I didn't even ever do guys the way that he did me, because he did me wrong. Like, he had girls. Like I told you, he brought that girl. I think he messed with my friend. He just do random shit to me. Like, girl, I tried to run him over with my mama's van.
Wow. So it was an intense relationship.
At 17, like, I remember I was trying to skip school one day, and my teacher, who was over the teaching thingy, was driving up to the elementary school because she was coming to come sit in the back of the class while we taught our lessons. But I'm trying to walk down the street. She was like, Jasmine, where you going?
Where you
I
going?
went. Nicole was late, and I was trying to meet her at the. You know
caught.
I'm not good at this.
You was caught.
Girl, she said, "Get your ass in class." I went.
Yeah.
I went. Shout out to Miss Summer. She's still working Stevenson. She's still working Stevenson. And when I worked at Stevenson, she was like, "You remember that?" I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
Let's not talk about it.
You know,
I'm changed.
You know,
But the bad was that I felt used.
Played.
I felt not molested. I felt R. Kelly-ish, like Asriel, like literally, like I just thought like
so
you like.
So that's why you on that episode, addiction, tempers flare. Everybody is like going crazy about. Did you feel like you understood her because of your own situation?
The thing is that I do feel their situation is different. It is different because they did just, well, I don't know. And maybe it is because it's like you go expecting one thing. You really don't know what to expect. Now, I am going to say I'm a certified thug. So a lot of the stuff that was happening to me, I would dish that shit right back. So I'm not going to lie.
Right.
If you're smart, do
the same thing.
If you're smart, you're smart. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he just had a little bit more money to persuade them to be that insecure. Like I was, even if I was fat, I never was insecure about me. You know, like I said, I had a boyfriend when I met him. Which was that's a whole nother story. Okay. Big pimping, spinning cheese. Okay, do not let it no. So
you was going in and out.
Cause somebody keep calling me.
Oh,
but like I do understand thinking that you're in a situation and then they just pull the rug from up under you.
Yeah.
And when it's that type of person, there is no regard for you or your age. You're like,
yes, exactly.
a number. You're like a number in the game, and like, yeah, I may care for you, but you know, it's like I don't even count. You know, when you count your loves, I don't even count that as my love.
No,
I don't count that as anything but
the first.
The peen.
Right.
Good peen, okay? The first time I had sex, the first time I had sex, it was so good. I was like, can we do this again?
Really?
Now, that was the first. Girl, taste them.
Your first time?
His whole back was covered in tattoos. Nigga, it was like,
You like them.
That's one thing I got a problem with. I think I like a little bit of thug up in there. That little thug fashion enough.
What I got is a Mr. fucking Rogers, right? Yeah. The thing about my Mr. Rogers, my husband, is he got a pass. Okay. The day I met him, he was his last day and a half in the house. So he got a pass. You know what I'm saying? So don't Mr. Rogers now. Don't let them fool you. Don't let the killers. Don't the killers. You fuck with it.
His
wife.
I seen him like when I was like 20 years old, and I was just driving down the street. I was going to Georgia State. I had my own car. I looked over.
You seen him?
I seen him. Looked over. Said what's up, and drove the fuck off. Let me tell you who you dealing with today.
Yes.
It was one of those situations. It was dark. You couldn't talk to anybody about it because you wasn't supposed to be doing it.
Right, we doing it.
And then it's one of those situations where you think like, oh, you a popping ass bitch because you got a nigga that got money.
Right. And he's older than you.
And then it turns into like, you know, you was a victim.
Right. Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. It's not too much older. I mean, kind of. Like, what were you doing with me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You knew I didn't know shit.
Exactly.
That's why
You knew that you could manipulate me. You knew I would skip school if you said skip school. Like, you knew.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then we're not even in the hood. I mean, if y'all know where Stevenson is, y'all know this the fucking suburbs. So it wasn't like we was in your trap house. We was in a nice ass house in the same neighborhood as my auntie.
Right. Mm.
So I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, that's why I say, like, Azriel, Clary, and them, like Joycelyn, like, I'm mad at Joycelyn because I want her to get the fuck over it. But at the same time, it's like one of those situations, like, if I had not been raised by my mama,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been dumb as fuck too.
Right.
But it just happened to be like, girl, I'm Beyonce. Shut the hell up. And you just move forward. Because I've been Beyonce my whole life, okay? And if you're not the J to my B,
right,
we got to go separate ways. And after I tried to run them over with the van, it was done.
It was a wrap. Well, I hope so.
Because it was close. It was like almost some Fast and Furious. Like, pew, like I tried to turn that corner to hit that side from the back, and like,
yeah, it was definitely a fuck boy. What's your challenges that you had? Now, before you say it, did you overcome it, or is it something you're still working on?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
So just to give our gardeners a little background, everybody wants to know why I'm the quiet one.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, I was raised in a Caribbean household where it's, I see you, but I don't hear you.
Got it.
So
You
even
both
though I'm
seen, not heard.
pretty much
Got it.
the American, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, it's pretty much, okay, yeah, you have all these ideas, you have all these things, but you have to keep them to yourself. You can't express them.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, it's hard. I have kids, and I try to encourage my kids. Talk to me. Let me know what you think. Let me know your ideas. Hey, maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do that. But then when it comes
opposite of how you was raised.
When it comes down to myself doing it for myself, it's something hard for me to do.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, hey, you're a cool person to be around. Bitch, I need you to talk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If y'all notice, when all of y'all talking,
quiet.
I'm the one.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that person where I was
to jump
in.
Stop
the conversation. No, wait till everybody's finished, then you speak.
Mm-hmm.
So for gardeners out there, this is why.
Let them know. Let them know.
Hello.
Bam. And I'm going to continue to be because I'm not rude.
Right, that's what I was going to say. We some rude bitches. We some rude.
Because me and Cuba, we going to interrupt your ass. Now what?
Like
and we ain't trying to get each other together.
Household, I was raised in a Cuban household. Baby, you got something. You better say it. You better say it.
Because holding it in, you just going to be mad as hell.
But no, I knew that about you already. I already knew that, you know, we've been friends forever. So I know that's why when we're all talking, you're, you know, you wait because you have manners. It's something that I have to work on.
I got manners, but if I'm passionate about something, I'm trying to get my point across. Yeah. I ain't trying to, you know, check nobody. Since we all sisters in this thing. But I mean, Cuba talk a lot, y'all, and I need to get my statement in.
That's right. That's right.
Let me tell y'all, Cuba the shortest one out of us, and she'll beat your ass. Okay?
Stop it. Don't lie to me.
She's the smallest one, but you gonna hear her before you hear somebody else.
Oh Lord, she's telling the truth
every day.
Telling the truth. But no, I know you're not rude, so I know that about you or whatever. But to give you some advice, because you are dealing with three loud bitches, It ain't just me and Jay no more. You got another one, and you got Betty now. So now you got the bitch. Jump in. You're not going to be looked at as rude. You're just going to be looked at as, hey, I got something.
Crazy as hell like us. We all crazy as hell.
Yep. She just contains Charles a little bit better. But yeah, so that's your challenge, and you're still, working on it and everything. Mine is trust and my perception of people. I don't need to see everybody as the enemy, or you're trying to hurt me, or you trying to take something from me. But that's what I've known from.
I feel like I need to talk about something I need to overcome then. I need to overcome the fact that I'm not 320 pounds. Because I lost all this weight, and I still, you can ask Delva, you can ask Cuba, like, I'm always saying, like, I can't fit that.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
No,
I can't.
You would fit my clothes.
And be like, I can't fit it.
And fit it just fine.
So, body dysmorphia, I need to overcome that.
That is so true. That is really true.
Yeah, because it'll be like I'm in a size. I'll be in a size 14, and I just think because Cuba be like, well, you want this? I'll be like, I can't fit that. She'd be like, go in the bathroom, and I can fit it. But to me, I'm still okay. I know I'm not fat, but to me, I'm fat.
Got it. That's just something you always gonna
your mom
work through and push through that. Yeah, because it's plenty times she's like, I can't wear that. Yeah, you can. You can. And it's like a size 6.
Right. It'd be crazy stuff. It'd be crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be stuff that I'd be like, absolutely not. And I'd be right up in that thing.
Stretch in it, whatever. Let's say an 8. That's the biggest it is. I don't got nothing bigger than no 8. Maybe now I might have with this weight. But I get that body dysmorphia, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on and give my fucking garden award. I wanted to give it a fucking week ago, but I forgot. So I'm going to hand it on over to Tyler Perry. He gave, I don't know how much he gave or what, but I know people, Jay said it was old people. I thought it was just
he paid for I think it was he paid for all of the elderly people in Atlanta, around the Atlanta area. I believe it was one store. I think it was 41 elderly people.
Yep.
And he bought all of their groceries
that is
for one day.
As well.
What else he do, baby?
Same thing in Louisiana as well.
He did it in Louisiana?
But I think in this COVID season, that's
that was very
nice. Especially to target the older community, because that's what they were saying. That's what stores are trying to get people to understand.
Right.
You coming in here to take everything, and this is their bread and butter.
Ain't having it. I tried to buy 4 cans of soup, 2 maximum. I was like, oh damn. But I kind of liked it though. Like check these people, check all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We all have that self-preservation in our mind. Like, oh, I gotta have my family, like, whatever. I have not bought tissues since the first time. Thank God I bought enough. And then I got creative. I got Kleenex and everything in case that when that runs out, still can't find tissue. Still can't find it. So people are still.
Because the tip is, in order for you to get tissue, you got to go when the store opens. So, like, if me and mom know for sure that we need something,
right?
And
Walmart open up, they do their delivery and go in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just go early in the morning, and it's a cool thing because we get to go early in the morning before I go to work, so it's a lot cleaner.
Yep.
It's not as many people.
Yep.
We go in there. I be maxed up. Be cute. Hold on. I be cute.
Oh, you be cute with your mask, girl.
Yeah, honey. You see how I match my hair?
It match your head wrap. You match.
Yes.
Door knocking on earrings. You cute. Knock. I ain't winning. Let me get off this camera before my hair swell up. Because I feel like it's happening. It's happening.
Let me plant my seed.
Yeah, plant your seed.
So,
As you all know, I am now a life coach, so I'm always thinking of affirmations. So I would like to plant the seed for our gardeners that when you get up in the morning, I want you to just go in your mirror, really center yourself, and I want you to say that I am in control of the outcomes in my life.
Absolutely. That is
Take control of whatever you feel that you cannot control. Now, we all know that the Most High, you know, he's in control.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to your actions, people like to say, well, God got it. But what you fail to realize is that God only has it if you're working for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to need for you to go ahead and plant that first seed, which is affirming it. Speak it with the tongue. I am in control of my outcomes, and boss up.
I love it. I
That's
love
it.
That is my seed I'm planting.
Well, thank you for the seed. Let me get up out of here before my hair's going to afro, because it's coming soon to a theater near you. Anyway.
Lord.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I love y'all.
We love you.
No matter what y'all say in the comments, we still love you. Want you to have your opinion. Anyway. So, we love y'all.
We love y'all. Bye.
Bye, partners.